Hey, what's up, everybody? Garrett Brumley here with Duty to Train. And I honestly, last day of the week, I just went to church. We got a puppy yesterday. Not a puppy, a dog. But there she is. Her name's Bella. My son Donovan named her. Or he came up with the name. And we all said that we're going to name the dog. And we got her from a shelter. She was only named Jackie for like a couple weeks, so she wasn't super tied to it. So we named her Bella. And yeah, my son Donovan came up with the name. We agreed that everybody had to agree on the name, but everybody loved Bella. So that's Bella. And last night, I just wanted to talk about something me and my wife started doing for date nights, which I think if you are married, or even if you're dating, like, even when you're dating, like once you start getting comfortable, it's easy to forget, like, hey, like making some special nights and talking and really like connecting and stuff like that. And so my wife and I, just 2 weeks ago, we started, really actually like a week ago, so not last night, but the previous Saturday, we decided we're going to cook a really nice meal together every Saturday. And I'm a pretty decent cook. She's a pretty decent cook. Like we could follow pretty much most any recipes. And I'm not like, I wouldn't consider myself a chef because I can't like just make something out of nothing. If you just give me like 12 ingredients, you're like, go make something, I would have a very hard time making something really, really good. But I can follow a recipe like very easily. So last night we made lobster ravioli and bruschetta, and then last week we made uh, like Italian risotto with like meatballs. And last week, it wasn't as good. The risotto was like a little bit bland. But then last night, the lobster ravioli was fire. We made homemade pasta dough. So we like rolled it all out ourselves. We like made the, ravioli by hand. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. And we realized that it might behoove us to get a pasta roller because it would just make the process a lot easier, especially if we want to start cooking more ourselves. But it honestly was just something that it was just like really, really nice. And last week we took quite a while, and then this week it took a lot longer than we thought because I messed up the first pasta dough recipe. I put too much olive oil in, and then we had to like let it sit. It just took a whole lot longer than we thought. But we would like to become better at cooking. We want to do it together. So like when people come over, like we can cook really nice meals. And then if we made an Instagram page called Our Date Night Dinners, and so we can just kind of keep a record of, if we ended up getting a following, it would be kind of cool. But honestly, it's just like for us to see like our memories. It's just an easy way for us to document all of our date night dinners. So we have two on our page so far, and that's all it is. It's just going to be date night dinners. And I kind of have like a bigger dream of it, which I'm just like the dreamer. My wife's a realist. She's like, it's an Instagram page. We have no followers. I don't know if it just glitched out right there. My computer just geeked out. But it's really easy. My point is, I kind of have like bigger goals for this page, but it's really easy to have an awesome date night at home, and my wife and I, we've kind of gotten into the rhythm. I mean, we've been married for almost 8 years now, and it can be easy to forget, like, hey, we have to like date and like stay in love. And like I still love her, but there's a difference between like loving someone and like constantly like kind of being in love with them. um and I don't know, I mean, I'm always in love with her, but there's a difference between like feeling like you're in love and then feeling like you just live together. And if you're not like constantly dating and constantly like putting in effort, then it's just kind of, it can start to seem like your roommate sometimes, and then you like kind of work towards it, and then you kind of fall back into the rhythm. And so we're really trying to make a conscious effort to date and fall in love like all the time, not like over, like we don't need to do it again, like we're already in love, but like constantly like falling in love with each other, just by like having good memories and stuff like that. So we created this Instagram page, made lobster ravioli last night, which was amazing, amazing. And you can go to Our Date Night Dinners on Instagram and get the recipe. But yeah, it's just gonna be a cool way for us to kind of look back at all the different dinners we made. And the problem with going out on date nights right now is it's so expensive. It's like a lot of times we go out to dinners, and then I don't drink anymore, but my wife, she will have like two or three glasses, whatever. And then that's like, 30, 40, $50 with a tip. And then it's like plus the entree, plus my entree, plus an appetizer. I mean, you're talking like 160, 170, $180. Like if you want to go to a nice place. And if you want to a really nice place, you're talking like $200 plus. And plus on top of that, you have to get the babysitter. So I mean, you're talking like $300 date nights nowadays. It's crazy. I don't know if this like keeps geeking out or if it's just my computer, but like it just kind of froze on me, so I just kind of stopped talking for a sec. But it Yeah, we did the whole thing. We made lobster ravioli last night. I think it cost us $80. But now we have like all the ingredients from it. It's not like it didn't really cost us $80 because we have all like the leftover ingredients, like the sour cream and like whatever. But it was just like really, really fun. And then the entire time we just talk. And at the end, we sit down, at the table and then we eat the dinner together. And before we eat everything, we like take like a really nice picture of it so that we can put on our Instagram. And, because honestly, it's just a cool way to like, I don't know, have a memory, because you can like take a picture of food. But I used to kind of like hate on people with like Instagram things. And I don't know, I kind of do if it's just like, I feel like it's different when you're like creating a memory with your spouse. If it's just like, oh, take a picture, share it to my story. Like, I don't know. I guess that's like one thing. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm a little upset over the fact that I'm becoming like an Instagram foodie person, but I'm doing it with my wife. So I feel like it's a little bit different. And I feel the need to justify why. I feel the need to justify why I'm doing it because I've like hated on like Instagram foodies like for so long. But, the people who like sit down, they're like, I need to get the perfect picture. Anyway, but that was me last night. I was like, I have to get the perfect picture of our lobster ravioli. But if you go on our date night dinners on Instagram, it was delicious. One of the best meals I've had in quite a while. We made it at home, So, date your spouse, have fun, and if you don't know how to have fun, if you don't know how to cook, then learn. It's honestly super fun. And if you don't like cooking at all, then whatever. But there's a difference between like I don't know. I guess the cool part about cooking and making a really nice dinner is at the end, like we created this whole thing together. Like we're creating a life. It's almost like a little mini um, version of like our whole life together. Like we're creating like, we created 2 kids together and like we're creating this whole life together and then our kids are going to have kids. It's just like this whole thing that we're creating. But kind of in a microcosm, like every Saturday night, we just create like this little mini beautiful thing together and it's super fun. So if you're ever interested in doing that, I would highly recommend it. And you can just go online. It's not hard to follow recipes, and you're going to screw things up every once in a while if you're just starting out, but eventually you'll just get better. And now we made lobster ravioli. I've never made lobster ravioli, but I made it last night and it was really, really good. The only downside was that the pasta dough, because I hand rolled it, it wasn't thin enough. So that's why we think we might want to get like a actual pasta roller just so it's like very, very even. And if we're going to be doing this more, it would just be worth it. I think you can get them for like $80. So anyway, until next time, stay safe, live free. I was going to do like a political one today, but I think I'm just going to keep Sundays like, I don't know, Sundays are the Lord's Day, and I just kind of want to like stay away from politics. I don't think anyone wants to listen to politics on Sunday anyway. It's like everybody's relaxing, so I feel like it's just kind of a waste of a video. But I got a really good Jocko Willink and Breaking Points interview, which I'm going to do tomorrow morning. But that's why I'm not doing a political podcast today, and I'm not going to do one on Sundays anymore. I'm just going to talk about myself, my family, and how life is awesome, because life is awesome, and you should be enjoying the ride. So enjoy the ride, stay safe, live free, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.